Are you ready to get your driver's license? Coastline Academy Driving School offers everything you need from start to finish. Customized driving packages, road tests, and we even handle all your DPS submissions for you. Call 817-731-0200 today and use the code DRIVE25 for $25 off. That's 817-731-0200. Coastline Academy Driving School. All right, everybody join me in welcoming Coach Clint Dunham to the Paschal Baseball Coaches Show. Coach, how are things?
Things are going good. We are officially done with the season, I guess, but just kind of wrapping up some things at the ballpark today. Had all the kids around the complex helping pick up, freshmen through juniors at least, and
Nice.
Putting stuff away and cleaning up and turning in some uniforms and all that stuff you don't want to do, but you have to do at the end of the season.
Right, and I know it's still fresh, the sting from losing to Colleyville Heritage, but, you know, you go a couple rounds deep, you get 20 wins on the season. Talk about the upside. It was a good season.
It was, you know, and we started doing this podcast a few months ago, and I remember you told me, hey, the teams that do this usually do okay. They make a little run. They do well. So I thought, okay, well, we'll see if he's telling the truth. And sure enough, it's the first time we've gone back-to-back in about 6-7 years of multiple rounds deep in the playoffs. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a really successful year. And this year we did not only, you know, had success in that first round of the playoffs and made it to round two, but we saw success in the regular season, where last year we had one really good week, but a rough regular season. This year we had those 20 wins you talked about, and it was just quality baseball really the whole season. We didn't have very many, but maybe one or two games where we ever really just got flat beat and by a score more than 5 or 6 runs. So really good stuff for 3 months. So very proud of the kids.
Yeah, I want to talk about the kids and particularly the seniors, but first, talk about the fan base and the support you got from them during the season.
It was incredible. It's fun. I mean, the parents are always there, but just personally, in my experience, I get tons of support from my family and my friends and coaches in the area who will shoot you a text after a win, and just really people, teachers, retired teachers. We have a teacher named Ken Wright, is a 40-year teacher veteran of Paschal, and he still texts me after wins. I mean, he's so just a really, really, really proud alumni base. We have a alumni president, Doelle does an outstanding job with all of our Paschal baseball alums, and Clayton Sykes is a really good Paschal alum, and they do a great job of spreading the word, and I give them information, and they get it out to the classes from the 1980s. So it's a really, really unique group and the ones tied into baseball specifically. I think we're really proud of Paschal baseball and what Paschal baseball means to Fort Worth and how important we are to the Fort Worth baseball community.
I love that. And it's like, wow, I can hardly wait to get started on next season already. But let's talk about what happens now. You mentioned the kids, everybody other than the seniors coming out, doing cleanup, doing some things. There's some check mark things that you have to do as well, right?
Yeah, there are. So, I mean, we get to Wednesday night's our banquet, so we get to celebrate all the kids. Wish we were talking a couple days from now, and then I could tell you exactly who got those awards, but if they follow our social media at all.
Right.
So I guess anybody listening right now, jump on, follow Paschal Baseball Twitter, and on Wednesday evening you'll see all of our players and the awards they receive for all district stuff. But we did a really, really, really good job this year and cleaned up on some all-district awards. So that was fun to see. But now that's over. We work met with a lot of seniors today. We'll get a few more tomorrow. I really like meeting with those guys because we have an honest conversation about their season, about what their experience was with Paschal baseball, kind of an open forum on their way out to tell me what they liked, what they didn't like, hey, Coach, this is something that you should keep. This is something that I'd get rid of. And just kind of fill me in on what makes that class tick and maybe what could help down the road. So it's them evaluating me evaluating them. And then the freshmen through juniors don't quite have that same opportunity. We try to ask them what their thoughts were on the season. I will meet with every kid individually for 3 to 5 minutes. And in that conversation, we try to talk about what you're doing this summer, as far as baseball-wise, working out-wise, you're going to get a job, what you need to work on specifically to make a team next year, to be a varsity starter, whatever your goals should be for that next season. So we kind of try to make a mini plan for the next 3 months while I won't see them again in that short time. So it's fun to see the kids who really buy into it and, they really lift weights and do it the right way in the summer, but you can kind of tell the ones who don't too. And kind of as a whole, the real big push this year is going to be the more kids we can get into summer strength and conditioning, the better off Paschal will be. And it's just get your kids stronger. And I think that's one thing that we've struggled with in years past. A lot of kids work, but we need to make time to work out and work. So hopefully we're doing that this summer, because I really think we have a incredibly deep, incredibly talented next couple of years coming up. And I think to take that next step and go multiple rounds and be one of those top teams in the state, I think we just need to up our physicality a little bit and become stronger physically. I think mentally we're there. I think the kids do a really good job of working the things we're coaching them on, but just physically, let's get stronger. So that's going to be a big push for the next year or two.
I love that. Well, let's talk about some of the seniors, because like you alluded to, the exit interviews, this is the last go-round for them playing baseball at Paschal. So talk about what you've seen from the seniors this year.
Yeah, just a group that like I said, we haven't seen multiple years of playoff runs in a row since I've been here. Looking back, I think we went 3 rounds, 1 round, and 2 rounds when I was an assistant. So we even in there had a break. So to do it 2 years in a row, just really is a testament to the class of 2025 and class of 2024 before them, and just kind of passing the baton. I've been super proud of how they've played together. We've never had this many young ones on a team, with this many old ones together. So to have 12 seniors mixed with 5 sophomores and a freshman, and then to bring up 2 or 3 more sophomores for the playoffs, and you would never know there's an age difference in the dugout. The seniors get along with the sophomores. It's just, I think it's really unique to the kind of family atmosphere that we've built, and that it kind of gets passed down every year. So they look up to the older ones, and they know that it's their turn coming up. And it's just really exciting to see. And you watch it kind of develop over the start of the year, where they maybe don't know each other as well in February, and by April and May, some of those sophomores and some of their best friends they ever have forever will be seniors. So just really cool, really proud of them. And I love this group of kids. The seniors themselves, some that going to be hard to let go. Hudson Sharp, one that was kind of our leader all season. Cookie Gerard was a awesome piece to the puzzle this year, and just energy, loves baseball. Really brought some good things, and those 2 are going to play in college, so it's not quite over for them. And Charles Witherington may or may not play in college, we'll see, but I know he's got a little more left in the tank to pitch, and had a really, really good exit meeting with Edgar Lopez today. And I don't do this too often. Just talking to him, I start tearing up. He's just one I'm going to miss a little more than some of the others, and just really good conversation with him and about his 4 years and his experiences. And then you get guys like Junior Alanis, who's been a pitcher for us forever and just competes. And he gets that last start versus Colleyville Heritage and gives up 1 earned run in an evening and loses a tough ball game where we just don't hit. So proud of him, and just so many other kids, seniors along the way. Of Sam Dwight just misses a home run to tie the game as a pinch hitter, and as that's a role that he kind of adopted throughout the year, and that was fun to see. And just really good talk with Griffin Shelton today about his 1 year at Paschal. He said, "Man, I just wish I was here for all 4 and not 1." And so that was cool just to find out. Kids are showing up here and they want to be here. Haven't talked to Tex Shope yet, but incredibly proud of him. Just went from a guy who didn't play much last year to being, an all-district pitcher. I won't say what award he got, but an all-district pitcher. So awesome. And then you get just the ultimate teammates in Alex Miller and Scott Witten, of kids who they knew walking into the season we're going to play very little, and that didn't matter to them, and they just want to be a part of something special they want to be a part of Paschal Baseball. And, Anthony Riojas, same way. And just guys who, whatever they were asked to do, they did it. And they were just happy to be there with the guys, And then Jackson Dyer, another one, huge piece of our puzzle for 3 years now. And went from a guy who was a starter to a guy who was turned to reliever, who our most reliable reliever out of the pen. And when we needed innings, he was the guy we had to lean on. So I think I've talked about all of them. I really hope I didn't miss any of them, but I know for sure I'm going to miss all of them as a whole. I'm just a really, really good group of kids. I've loved working with them and can't wait to find out what the future is outside of baseball, because I think they're all going to be incredible human beings and great men growing up.
And at the end of the day, I think that I've heard coaches say this before. You don't judge your job as a coach by the record this season. You judge the job by 20 years from now, how those young men turn out.
I think that's a great way to put it. I'm only 8 years or 7 years into being a head coach, so I haven't found many dads that I've coached yet. I got a few husbands now, and it's my favorite thing every year is the alumni game when they come back. And each year they're getting a little older, and they're starting to turn into, a couple of them are entering their 30s almost, so they're getting close, but they're not there yet. But just really, really proud of the kids that I've been a part of just here at Paschal. And I think that's part of the reason I tell people I don't have any aspirations to leave for a long time. If I'm coaching high school baseball, I don't see myself doing anywhere but here. My family only has purple in their closet now. My kid cries if we drive down the highway and we don't pull over on Barry. So I think it's the spot for me, and I really love it here, and I love being a part of it. And I'm proud of what we're building, and I'm really excited of what we got coming up.
I love that, and that's a perfect segue because I was going to point out, you had 12 seniors that won't be coming back, but the cupboard is not bare. You mentioned all the young kids that played vital roles. Talk about what you have coming back.
Oh, man, when I say I'm excited, I really am. Owen settled through the other night, and he gave us 7 innings of shutout baseball against one of the top pitchers in DFW, and it was 0-0, and we lose 1-0 on a ball that gets jammed into right field. So he'll be back on the mound. Simon Pace, a 2-year starter that will be back, and had a rough year this year, but had some really, really, really big games. I'm not sure we may get to round 2 this year without him. And I think we had games this year where he didn't do as well as he would have liked, but the rest of the team picked him up and had a really good talk with him about just kind of the prospect of the summer going forward and how he's going to be a leader for us. And it's exciting to start back over. I think he really took off the last few weeks of the season for us. That was great. Sebastian Perea was our everyday shortstop and fully expected to be back somewhere in the field, but be an everyday hitter for us too next year. So we'll have those 3 guys back, and Jack English and Luke Jowers, both football guys who will lose them for a few months, but I'll be so excited to have them back when football's over because you get that competitive edge back, and those guys are just awesome to have. So you get those 5 juniors. We got a few others. Caden Zamaripa ran for us, came up for 2 weeks and stole 5 bases. So talked to him, and he's ready to fully adopt the role of full-time courtesy runner and just wants to run. So kids are already buying into their role 6 to 8 months in advance. But then you get those sophomores who are just special and that we really like. And you got Roman Uruguay and Matthew Hernandez and Richard Gallardo and Mason Young and then freshman Truman Shelton. All 5 of them were massive contributors, even in the playoffs. So all of them played major roles in the playoffs, whether it be relievers, played full-time, and all are going to be back. So that's exciting. And then we got a couple other sophomores, and Trip Spruill and Griffin Lee and some other kids we brought up that Antonio Acosta is a junior. So really, really good things coming up the pipeline. And I'm just excited to see where we are in 4 or 5 months because it comes up a lot faster than you think.
Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. Well, I have to say, first off, congratulations on a great season and a great first season doing this show with you. I've enjoyed every time, every conversation, and I'm now a big, diehard Paschal baseball fan.
Well, I appreciate it, Chris. I tell you what, I was reluctant when they asked me to do this at the start. I had no idea what a podcast would entail, but you have made this pretty easy, and my kids make it super easy because I realize, like, I don't have to lie. I just talk about them and all the good things we're doing, and it makes for a really easy 15-minute conversation just to talk about the kids. So love doing it. Hopefully they encourage it next year, and we can move forward and keep this going because like you said, apparently the teams who do this win a little more.
There you go. I'm looking forward to it. Once again, thank you so much, and we'll be in touch.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it.
Hey, I want to thank you for listening to the Paschal Baseball Coaches Show and remind you to get out there and support your Panthers. Get to their games, let them know that you are rooting for them. Share this show and let everybody know about Paschal Panthers baseball. Get ready to tee off with the legends of Texas sports. That's right, the TLSN Legends Golf Classic, a day of golf, glory, and giving back. It will be held at the Great Hills Country Club in Austin, Texas, Sunday, September 15th. Registration 11 a.m., tee time around noon, award ceremony at 6 p.m. Who's invited? Everyone. Fans, friends, alumni, business leaders, and golf lovers. If you have any interest in UT athletics and golf, this is the must-attend golf tournament. Whether you're swinging for birdies or just soaking up the stories, this is a can't-miss event. What can you expect? A round of golf with Texas sports legends. A premium course experience at Great Hills, awards, prizes, and exclusive photo ops. Food, drinks, unforgettable memories. The full details will be coming soon, as well as the lineup of legends who will be the captains for each team. To stay in the loop and to keep updated on player announcements, sponsor reveals, and ticket availability, go to texaslsn.org. That's texaslsn.org. The TLSN Legends Golf Classic.